25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Lacey, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, what a move. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Lacey. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going up top. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Browns are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. Hurts fumbles it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st down, Lacy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw on 2nd down, Lacy. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
York able to send this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action with Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hurts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, nice move. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lacy got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lacy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lacy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Lacy throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Another run here with Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Sanders, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensive.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Lacey. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 75 yards. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Fast footwork by Sanders. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, back to Sanders. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tariq Castro-Fields showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Sly on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing to start the drive. Lacy hit. He lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's third down. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Lacy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Browns are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Lacy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Eluding the pressure right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Here's Langford. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. This to get it back to a 1-score game. York able to send this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
In motion left is Watkins. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll go option to the short side, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy